Welcome to Podsdale. I'm your host, Holly Walter. With over 2,600 employees, the City of Scottsdale provides a full range of municipal services to more than 225,000 people who call Scottsdale home. We also serve millions of tourists and business travelers from around the world who choose Scottsdale. Whether you like working outside, in an office, are technically oriented, or a people person, working in Scottsdale offers a wide variety of professional opportunities no matter where you are in your career path. Today, we're going to hear about some opportunities available in Scottsdale Water. But first, I'll turn the time over to Stephanie Hirata for this episode's Fast Five.
Hi, I'm Public Affairs Specialist Stephanie Hirata with 5 fast things happening around the city you need to know. Starting us off at number 5, Scottsdale's free mediation program is back. Wish one of your neighbors would be a team player? If you've tried talking and you're not sure what to do next, don't hate, let's mediate. Our skilled mediators are here to help you resolve the conflict peacefully and privately. You'll be back to those friendly neighborhood barbecues in no time. For more information, text MEDIATE to 480-312-3111 or visit ScottsdaleAZ.gov and search mediation. Scottsdale celebrates our newest park in our number 4 spot. DC Ranch Neighborhood Park is now open. Patrons can now enjoy scenic mountain views, public art, and desert wildlife, all while taking a stroll around the lake on the park's new path. The first phase of this project was mostly funded as part of the voter-approved 2019 bond. To learn more about the park and how the city continues to invest in our Scottsdale, visit ScottsdaleAZ.gov and search DC Ranch Park. Next up at number 3, the senior centers are hosting free matinee movies. Join us at 1 p.m. every Friday for a free movie and popcorn at both Granite Reef and Via Linda Senior Centers. Showings will vary weekly and by location. For more details and to see what's playing, call Granite Reef at 480-312-1700. For Via Linda at 480-312-5810. Interested in learning more about the native plant life in and around the preserve? Then our number 2 spot is for you. The McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy will be presenting Flora in the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve Saturday, August 20th at 2 p.m. in the Mustang Library Auditorium. Since we live in the most diverse desert in the world, there's a lot of vegetation to cover. The first part of the series will focus on cacti, trees, and large shrubs. To register, visit ScottsdaleLibrary.org and browse the event calendar. Wrapping things up at number 1, the Scottsdale Airport received more than $5.4 million in grants from the Federal Aviation Administration. The grants will provide funding to construct an aircraft run-up area and make improvements to the taxiway, both of which will enhance the efficiency, safety, and capacity of the airport. The project will start this fall and is anticipated to be completed by the end of the year, just in time for Scottsdale's super season. To find out more, visit ScottsdaleAZ.gov and search Airport Grants. And that's our Fast 5 for this episode of Podsdale. Got something for a future Fast 5? Tell us by emailing communications@ScottsdaleAZ.gov. I'll turn it back over to you. Holly?
Thanks, Stephanie. Okay, and we're back. We have 2 guests in the studio today. We have Valerie Schneider. She's our Public Information Officer for Scottsdale Water, and Kevin Rose, who serves as the city's Water Resources Administrator. Welcome, both of you, to the podcast.
Thank you.
Before we get into our subject matter today, Valerie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your position, what you do for Scottsdale Water, and how long you've been with the city.
Okay, so I'm the Public Information Officer for Scottsdale Water's division. Everybody always asks me what that is. It's really, I always consider it kind of the communications manager for the specific division, but it's mostly about making sure we're getting out the right information to the public. I've been with the city about 1.5 years, almost 2 years now, so it's been interesting. Water's a pretty cool industry because it's very in-depth and we've been dealing with a lot lately, so it's pretty cool.
And water is definitely a topic that has been at the forefront lately, and I know we've had some other episodes surrounding water, so I'm sure that keeps you pretty busy.
Yes, very busy, but it's ever changing, and it's really the big topic that's going to be happening in the next year, so it's cool to be a part of that.
Well, thank you for being here. Kevin, why don't you share a little bit about yourself?
Wonderful. Name's Kevin Rose. I'm the Water Resource Administrator for Scottsdale Water here. I've been here 5 years now, In my position, I oversee the day-to-day operations for the whole city on the water side. So this includes the potable water, the wastewater, our reclamation system, and also our technology.
Many areas. And how long
Yes.
have you been with the city?
Been with the city 5 years now.
And how did you start in this position, or did you work in other positions within Scottsdale Water?
I came over from another municipality and slowly promoted.
Okay.
As we've seen with the great resignation and retirements, it also created opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off as the collection manager over the sewer system, then slowly moved up to the water resources services director, then over now in my current position, the water resource administrator.
Great. Well, we're glad to have you here. And you brought up the Great Resignation, which
Yes.
is sort of why we're here and what we're talking about today. But really, it's the need to fill job positions has been something that we have seen in several industries. City of Scottsdale is no exception. We have several open positions that we are actively recruiting for now, and that includes Scottsdale Water. And some of those positions are often quite specialized. So the water department has come up with some innovative ways to recruit employees into this industry. Why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Great. There's two positions would love to talk about. And as you pointed out, we're feeling the effects of the Great Resignation like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
The first position is our trainee position. So we recently just created this. This is for those individuals that have a construction background or looking to get into the construction background. And this is our water distribution. These are the men and women that take care of the water pipes. If there's a break, they are the ones to respond. They also take care of the valves, the water services, and also work on the customer service side with our residents and commercial businesses to ensure they get potable water every day. We do have about 4 vacancies we're looking to fill. This is new. And the nice thing about this trainee position, we pay for their CDL, which is required for the job, and also which is unique to the water industry. As you pointed out, we're specialized. We'll also pay for their operator certification grade 1. So Scottsdale pays for all that, and once they're successful, we estimate about 1 year in this role, they'll promote into a water services worker 2 position. So we're excited to have this opportunity to go ahead and advertise. We are advertising for it now. So if you know someone out there who's getting out of high school, and this is what we're targeting, those individuals that wants to get into the water industry, this would be a perfect position for them.
What a great opportunity. So before we had this training position, was someone required to have that certification and the CDL to get into a position similar to that one?
It would help. They weren't required, but they had to have some type of construction background. So this position, we're really looking for someone, with a high school education or a GED,
Okay.
and an individual that really wants to work outside and wants to work in the construction industry. It is heavy construction. You're working on a backhoe. You're driving dump trucks. You are working a 410 schedule, so you're out there in the heat, which we do take the necessary safety precautions. But it's for those individuals that like the hands-on experience.
Okay, great. And you mentioned 410 schedule, so that means they have one day off in addition to the weekend, right?
Correct. Either a Monday or a Friday. We're like everyone else in Scottsdale. We definitely work with the employees. We have that work-life balance, so we understand that. That type of industry on the construction side, they're really geared towards 410s, and those individuals that are on that 410 schedule love it.
Now, I would imagine that sometimes things happen any time of day or a day of the week or 24/7. So how does that work? Are you on call in this position on weekends?
We do have a rotation where 4 individuals will be on call. One individual will rotate on a weekend shift. And again, it is rotated, so everyone participates in that. The one individual, if there's an emergency, we'll call the other 3 that are on standby, and they do get paid for that. And they'll get their emergency call-in pay and help resolve any main break or service issue that we have for a resident.
Great. Now, in terms of the training, so are they paired with somebody to learn these skills? How does that work once someone is hired?
It's what we call OJT, on-the-job training, and that's a great question. They will be paired up with a team lead who is experienced, and they are a licensed distribution operator, and they'll get the hands-on experience. And we do have a program where they have a checklist essentially to make sure they're meeting their milestones. Not only, like all positions, you have a 6-month probationary period,
Mhm.
but we extend that training for this position a full year to ensure they get the hands-on. Plus, we also do pay for the classroom training. That's through our American Water College. Then we also set up through our safety program, hands-on safety training, which includes outside instructors, and also some of our internal staff will conduct some of that training.
Great.
So we're setting these people up for success to be able to take, their job and their career to the next level. So it's not just here's one position, here's your career path instead. Kevin's a great example of how you can start out at some of those lower levels and work your way up. And now Kevin's one of our amazing, directors here. So anybody who starts out in the water industry has the opportunity to keep advancing within the city. So
Fantastic.
So we take away those minimum qualifications, get a larger pool, and it's a great way to start a city job, a city career.
For sure. And now, what are some other positions someone could potentially work their way into after gaining employment in Scottsdale Water and working in this position?
One great aspect of Scottsdale Water is once you get into water distribution, there's other avenues. We have a production group that you can do maintenance, and that's more working on the valves, the tanks, and the wells. So you can move into that area, and that is a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Some individuals will gravitate towards maintaining the sewer system, or we've had individuals actually move on to the treatment plants, water and wastewater, and become a treatment operator. So it's many avenues this individual that if they do take this, they can have a wonderful career in distribution, as we call it, or they can go in other avenues.
Great. Sounds like a lot of opportunity. Now, there's a second position
Yes.
that's somewhat new to the water department. Let's talk about that one.
Well, this position's actually been around for a while, and we do tout it. We're very proud of it, and it's our apprentice position. This is for the treatment plant operators. This is both on the water treatment side and the wastewater treatment side. Currently, we're looking to hire 3 or 4 individuals. And again, this is for someone who's interested in getting in the water industry,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a background. Our recent hires, a lot of them come with a science background from straight out of college. We do tout this. It is a 2-year program.
Okay.
And this individual, as they go through it, they'll get not only hands-on training, the OJT, they'll also get the classroom training, and they have certain milestones. And every 6 months, and it is a full-time benefit position, and every 6 months they get a 5% pay increase as they reach their milestones. So as these individuals move through the program, they have up to 2 years, 24 months. Some individuals have completed the program within 18 months and moved into a permanent full-time position. We've had well over 5 individuals on both water and wastewater combined complete this and have moved on to higher level and promotions within water treatment and wastewater treatment. And we're hopefully to get more applicants into this. We've had good success. We just want to make sure people are aware that this program does exist.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are some of the job functions within that position?
So some of the job functions, you'll be doing lab tests. You'll be involved in light maintenance. You'll be actually operating the plants, making process control changes. So it's more of using your system knowledge of the plant to ensure that we are meeting not only permit conditions, but Clean Water Act and Safe Drinking Water Act requirements of the EPA.
Okay, great. Now, what are the minimum qualifications to apply for this apprentice
I knew
position?
you were going to ask this. So the minimum qualifications is you're going to have a high school education. We also look for some math and English competencies. That's part of the hiring process. The hiring process is pretty detailed. The first interview is an overview of the treatment facilities, and we bring about 40 to 50 individuals in, and that's been our past history on this. Then as they go through a tour, we do let them know these are 12-hour shifts. It is shift work, so you'll be working nights and days.
Mm-hmm.
We do work with the employees. Some individuals love the nights. Great. You'll have an opportunity there. And we do work with the employees to make sure they do get that day shift. It is a rotating shift, so some weekends will be encompassed in this position. Then after they go through the tour and they get an idea what it's entailed, we do a test. It's math and English, and we see how well they handle some of the basic questions on that. And based on that, they have to have a passing rate. Once they pass that, we'll go through a formal interview process, and the selected candidates will then be part of the Scottsdale Water team and start their 24-month journey.
Now, do water positions require any type of background check?
All positions within the city of Scottsdale require a background check. Yes, we all go through it. And this position, as you go through it and once you're done within 2 years, you'll actually have a grade 2 certification in either water treatment or wastewater treatment. The ADEQ certifications, not only for distribution and this apprenticeship program, they're a big deal for us. So it does take a while to get those certifications.
Yeah, and I think people, I would just kind of mention, a city position, it's just such a reliable career path. You have the full benefits, you have the pension plan. Here at Scottsdale Water, once you receive operator certification level number 4, we also do a $2,000 bonus. And of course, Scottsdale Water, world-class facilities.
Beautiful facilities. How many employees approximately work within Scottsdale Water?
Total, we have 220 positions. On the operation side, about 165 individuals, men and women that not only do water distribution, part of this apprenticeship program, they're also in our meter areas, our SCADA individuals, IT. We have a number of individuals and positions that someone can definitely go into.
Based on your personal experiences, can you share what it's like working for Scottsdale Water?
I'd be happy to. One thing that really drives me and keeps me here is the team collaboration and openness we have within Scottsdale Water. Everyone is helpful. Everyone wants to be part of the team and part of the solution. It's a great culture that we have, and we really strive to work for it and keep it.
Yeah, and Kevin's one of the leaders. Kevin and Brian, part of the leadership that, really respects the employee, respects the employee's values and communication from the top down and the down up. So great work environment, great team collaboration. Like I said, I've worked here 1.5 years and have been very happy. And that's something that some of the employees will constantly say as well when we always talk with them. What's one thing you would say to encourage other people to work for Scottsdale Water? And it's the employees. So a great industry and great organization to work with.
I know from my own experience, it's always great to work with the employees in Scottsdale Water. It's you guys are always there to help when needed, and it's a great collaboration throughout the city. And as you mentioned, Valerie, having a city position, we have great benefits and opportunities to not only advance within water, but there's oftentimes opportunities throughout the city. So keep these positions in mind. You can go to our website to learn more information at ScottsdaleAZ.gov. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and good luck with your recruitment.
Thank you for having us.
And that wraps up another episode of Podsdale. Have a suggestion for a future episode? Send it to us at communications@ScottsdaleAZ.gov. Until next time, stay safe and stay cool.